Alright guys, in today's video I'm going to be talking about 3 mistakes men make that keeps them in the friend zone. Now we've all been in this situation and we all know how terrible it really is, but I want to make something abundantly clear. When you are in the friend zone with a woman, let's say you're in the friend zone currently, she knows you like her, right? She knows you have some sort of romantic interest in her. Don't be oblivious, don't cope and think she has no idea, right? It's all a big secret. Trust me, she knows. She's extracting the value that she gets out of the relationship and giving nothing in return. If you're currently in the friend zone with a woman right now, it's going to be very difficult for her to see you as more than a friend. It's going to be very difficult for her to see you in a more romantic sense because you've likely been making these 3 mistakes. Number 1, not expressing romantic interest in the girl, right? Ideally, when you first met this girl, you should have expressed your interest from the get-go, right? So many guys make the mistake of trying to be the nice guy, right? Trying to be her friend before they develop some sort of romantic connection, right? This is bullshit. Do not listen to this advice. The simple fact that she knows you are romantically interested in her and you're not acting on this dissatisfies hypergamy, right? Let's imagine what the best man would do, right? Her hypergamous best option, the best, strongest man, and no, I don't just mean muscles, I mean mentally, right? Her best option would be bold enough, would be confident enough to go get what he wants. He would be confident enough to express that interest and not be scared of getting rejected. And listen, if you didn't express interest from the start, there's no better time than right now. I don't care if you've been friends with this girl for a year. I don't care if you've been friends with this girl for 3 years, right? If you are romantically interested in her and you want to take this to the next level, you need to show it. Right, and the key to this is if she doesn't reciprocate that interest, right, if she has no romantic interest in you, she will try say we're better off being just friends, and in that case you pull back. You want to take back all the value that you're providing. That means no phone calls, no FaceTime calls, no texting on a daily basis like you're the boyfriend, right? All this stuff needs to go. The reason why this is the best thing to do, to disassociate from the girl altogether, is that she knows you are serious, right? You're not just going to sit in the friend zone. You are taking this very seriously, and she's not going to reciprocate that interest. You are not interested in a friendship. It's as simple as that. And guys, you shouldn't stay friends with girls who you like. You shouldn't stay friends with girls who you've got romantic interest in, because they're just going to continue extracting value from you, right? You're giving all this value for free and you're getting nothing in return. Number 2, stop being her emotional tampon, right? So many guys make this mistake, including myself back in the day, right? I've been that guy who sits there listening to the girl he likes, the girl he's attracted to, listening to her talk about other men, right? Other men who are getting the play, other men who actually have an impact on her mind. She actually likes them, guys. I need you guys to understand that a woman cannot respect you, therefore be attracted to you, right, if you don't respect your own time. If you're just sitting there listening to her whine about Billy, right, the frat guy or the cool guy from a class, right, who's breaking her heart minute by minute, who's playing, all right, he's the biggest player in class, right, and you're just sat there listening to her being upset about this guy that didn't reply to her, right, you are a fucking loser, right? You need to stop this right now, right? You no longer want to be the friend, so why should you sit there and listen to her complaining about the guy she actually likes? And it doesn't even have to be her talking about other men, right? This could be her coming to you for emotional support, right? For a shoulder to cry on, right? She could be talking to you about some issues that she's got, right? Guys, at the end of the day, I know it sounds harsh, but you are not her emotional support. Guess who is her emotional support? A boyfriend, and you are not her boyfriend. You are currently just her friend. The man who this girl's dating, right, the man who this girl's sleeping with is not providing her any emotional support, right? That's just the brutal truth. And he's definitely not sitting there letting her talk about other guys, right? If she's sleeping with a guy, if she's dating a guy, he is fluctuating her emotions, right? He's causing those ups and downs in a mental state, right? And as a result, she's attracted to him, right? She respects him because he respects his own time, right? And he's not fulfilling pointless boyfriend duties when he's not even a boyfriend, right? And that's the guy who's going to get the most play. That's the guy who's going to end up sleeping with her, right? So you be that guy. And number 3, offering financial support or doing favors for her, right? This is the worst one out of the 3. If you continue to do this, you are going to be in the friend zone with this woman forever. For example, if you are paying for food bills when you go out to eat, right, guess what? That is a boyfriend duty, right? You do not owe her for her time, right? You're not paying for her time. If you go out to food with your friends, with your guy mates, right, are you paying the whole bill? No, you're not. You are splitting and you're paying for what you eat. So why are you doing this for this girl you're attracted to? Why are you doing this for your female friend? Think about this, right? You are adding value by providing your time, by paying for the meal, right? For some reason, what is she providing back? What is the value that she's giving you back? Nothing, because you are not her boyfriend. You're not sleeping with her. You don't get to spend time with her in a romantic fashion. You are getting nothing back. And also, she knows you are weak if you stay somewhere having received no value in return, right? Her hypergamous best option would not sit there, pay for the meal, spend time out of his day when he's not in a relationship with this girl. It's just ridiculous. Another thing that guys like to do, right, is pick her up from social events, right? They'll go drive a car and pick her up for some reason, right? Again, this is a boyfriend duty, right? You should not be doing this. You are getting no value, no reward in return, right? You're not going to end up sleeping with her, and I know that's what you're thinking if you pick her up enough times, right? You think if you provide enough value, if you keep providing that value, that eventually you're going to wear her down, right? And she's going to see you in a different light, right? Let me wake you up. This is not a romantic comedy. Right, the loser, the nice guy does not win in the end, right? It's always the player, and it's always the guy who's causing that fluctuation of emotion, right? The villain, essentially. Let me show you how this really plays out, right? She picks up the phone, she rings you, right? She's like, Jeremy, I need you picking up from this party, right? This boy's broke my heart, right? He's been ignoring me all night. I need you to pick me up from this party, right? She's distraught, and you're there to save the day, right? You're like, no worries, I'll pick you up, right? And she wants to drop in home, right? And guys won't question this. They'll just go do it no matter the time. Maybe it'd be 2 a.m, right? You'll still go pick her up, right? And guess what? You're still not the boyfriend. And guess what? That guy's going to get another chance, right? She's not going to look at you in any different ways, right? And guys cope a lot. They say, I don't want to sleep with her. I'm just trying to be nice. I'm just trying to make sure she gets home safe. Right, guys, you're bullshitting yourself. You're coping. You know that you're attracted to this girl, right? You haven't shown interest, right? And now you're doing her favors for absolutely no reason whatsoever, with no benefit to your own life. Think about her dream man, all right? What's he doing in this scenario? He's not going to pick her up from that party at 3 a.m. Guess what? He's got a gym to go to in the morning. He's working early in the morning, right? He doesn't have time in his life to be going to pick up girls that he's speaking to who are providing no value back to himself from a party at 3 a.m. Right, he's got to be up early tomorrow, right? His routine's on point. Do you really think he's going to do this, right? So why should you be doing it? In all honesty, guys, being in the friend zone with a woman is the worst position to be in, right? Because you want it to go somewhere and it's just not looking the case. And I advise you to genuinely just move on from this girl, right? No matter how much you like her, right? Me personally, I would advise you to move on. And the reason for this is she's not going to have genuine burning desire for you. It's not going to be true. It's not going to be really real, right? Because it's not been there from the get-go, right? And also, she can never really fully respect you, right? Because she will always remember the time at the start where you were too weak to express your interest, right? So if you've known this girl for months, if you've known this girl for years, right, you've already missed the ball, in my opinion, right? You should just move on, right, and go with a girl, experience a time with a girl who's got genuine burning desire for you. Guys, if you like this video, drop it a like, leave a comment and subscribe to the channel for more. I love you.